This is Realme's latest flagship of 2022, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset, the world's first 150-degree ultra-wide angle camera, the world's first 2K AMOLED panel, and the one that I'm holding here, this is not an ordinary back panel material that you see out there, but this is the world's first bio-based polymer material that creates less carbon emission during production, and also it is eco-friendly to our planet. And the most important thing is, it provides a charger in the box. So let's first talk about the design on this one. So this one that I'm holding here is the paper white variant, which is yet another collaboration with Naoto Fukasawa. You might not be able to see clearly through the camera, but the texture here does feel a little bit like a paper or recycled cardboard lunchbox with a slightly rougher surface. So let me do some scratching so that you can listen or hear at least how the back cover material feels like. Guys, there's another special feature for this back cover panel, which you can make this phone distinctively yours. You can actually draw or write your signature on it. How cool is that? Now, aside from the material of the phone, the other bits of the phone makes the whole phone looks great too. You get the textured power buttons and the glossy camera bump with silver lining around it, which just makes it look classy. You also get the paper-like wallpaper that blends into the whole design. Now, speaking of the display, as I mentioned before in the beginning of the video, this is a 2K WQHD Plus 6.7-inch AMOLED flat panel with an LTPO 2.0 adaptive refresh rate of 120Hz, which allows it to go from 1Hz to 120Hz. So with the adaptive refresh rate, it literally helps you save battery life, and this is by far the highest touch sampling rate that I've seen so far, which is a 1000Hz turbocharged touch sampling rate. But to be honest, I didn't really feel quite different during my gaming test on the touch response rate. But speaking about gaming, let's straight jump into the powerhouse of this phone. So this phone comes with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 with up to 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. So is it that smooth and fast? Well, through my day-to-day usage, day-to-day tasks, it didn't have any laggy issue, and even through gaming with Genshin Impact, it can play smoothly and you don't have to worry about any overheating issues. Because this phone has the industry's largest cooling system. It does get warm but not too overly hot. But there's one thing that I noticed though, is that the firmware of this phone, which is the realme UI 3.0 based on Android 12, still needs some improvement or update because it tends to have some jittery effect when you swipe through the menus. Watching movie on this phone is pretty nice also due to the 2K WQHD Plus panel.
Hundreds of snakes in this temple just waiting for us to show up?
What? Why aren't they biting that guy?
This is ridiculous. Delete, delete, delete.
Colors and saturations are great. Speaker wise, it's not too bad too, as it comes with dual stereo speakers utilizing the Dolby Atmos. Now let's talk about the cameras. It comes with Sony IMX766 50MP main camera, the widest 150 degrees ultra wide angle camera, and a 40x ultra macro lens. And nope, it doesn't have the telephoto lens. The picture quality is quite nice as it is not overly saturated, and the colors here feels natural and realistic. I love the night shots as the detail and brightness of the night pictures are great. And for the fun part here, you also get tons of camera features to play with, like street photography filters, ID mode, and more. The interesting part for the ultra wide angle lens here is that when you click into the normal camera mode, the ultra wide angle lens is just normal. But once you go to the more options and choose the 150-degree ultra wide angle, well, you immediately see the difference and be able to capture as much as you want, almost like an action camera. As for the 40x ultra macro lens here, well, it is really cool. You can shoot really macro things out of it. It's just that it is a 2MP lens. Now for the battery, it has a large 5000 mAh battery, and not to forget about the 65W super dark charger provided in the box. So through my days of using it, the battery, it can last me throughout a day during a normal use, but if I keep on gaming on it and I keep on using the camera, Well, it can only last me through half a day or through the evening, so the battery is quite consuming. But the bright side is charging is pretty fast. With the price of 2,999 ringgit, personally I think this is really a worth to buy of a powerhouse device, especially with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, the 2K WQHD Plus AMOLED panel, 150-degree ultra-wide angle lens, and also this Bio Based Polymer Material, which is really cool. I think you really need to go to the shop and get your hands on it. So let me know what do you think of this device in the comments below, and I'm Joshua C. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.